this version. Alrighty. Everybody ready?
Alright, and you turn teams off? Actually, no, this is fine, because this way I can see everybody's name.
Okay.
I prefer it this way. Alright, everybody have their audio included? Everybody that is participating?
I have mine.
There you go.
Okay, make sure everybody's audio is included. And also the meeting is going to be officially starting. Radio silence is active, which means please no speaking until spoken to. We are going to keep this very brief, very nice. As long as there's no interrupting, this will go by very smoothly and very quickly. So please follow Spectre and I to the meeting area, and then just have a seat. When I call your name to be spoken to, you will step out into the front of the middle of the room, and we will discuss things.
Beat him to a pulp, Spartan.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
Radio silence is active, which means for everyone, including trainees. Alright. So, going through everybody as the normal formality. FOTUS Spectre, do you understand that this is being recorded?
I do.
One Odd Spartan, do you understand this is being recorded?
I do.
FOTUS Doge, do you understand this is being recorded?
I do.
Cool Man Gage, do you understand this is being recorded?
Power weapon inbound.
Cool Man Gage.
Sorry, did my mic not go through? I said I do.
Okay, I didn't hear you. Thank you.
Weapon available.
And I am FOTUS Logic, second in command of the FOTUS, and I understand that this is being recorded. So, Gage and One Odd Spartan in the middle, please. So, this was brought to my attention very briefly yesterday, and I'm going to start with Cool Man Gage's explanation first on what was going on, so that we may distribute what needs to be done appropriately and what needs to be said. So yesterday was not training, but big team battle recruiting, and you both had attended for a brief period, yes?
Correct.
Gage?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. I'm actually going to turn on my party overlay. Where is party overlay options? Audio settings. Where is party overlay?
Permission to speak.
Granted.
If you just go to the party.
Oh, there it is. Haha.
Yeah,
I'm
okay, there you
tripping.
yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Now I can see who's talking. Okay. Now, from both of your perspectives, when you guys had joined and then left mid-match, what was it exactly that happened in your perspective?
Spartans first.
Cool
No,
Man Gage is first.
said
I had
you
stated
first.
that. I know. I said Gage is
apologies.
first.
Sorry. So after one of the matches was over, we left. That was what happened. And appeared offline.
Okay, because it is to my knowledge that with what was said and done is that you guys left in the middle of a match and was saying
Permission
you
to
didn't
speak.
like denied that you did not want to participate in recruiting and or big team battle. Is this true?
Mid-match, no. I wanted my XP. Wait till the match was over. But yes, I did leave because
Okay.
I did not want to participate in big team battle.
Okay. And yes, Spectre.
I meant to say leave the party mid-match. It was near
Oh,
the
they
end
left
of
the
the.
party.
Yes.
Details
They
is
stayed
always
throughout the
important.
match, though.
Okay. So they only stayed for one match and then left.
Correct.
That's correct on my end too.
Okay. So that's correct for both of you. Okay. That changes it ever so slightly, but at the same time, recruitments only generally last for about 40 minutes to an hour. And you guys only stayed for one match. We are cracking down very hard on activity. One odd, I know you were present during the last meeting. Gage, were you present during the last meeting?
I was not.
It was
Okay. Have you been given the details of the last meeting?
I know y'all said you were going to be cracking down on participation more, and I
Yes, we
believe
are.
you said you were going to be more stringent on mandatory activities, but no, I don't know the details.
Correct. Recruiting and doing the BTB part is one of those mandatory activities.
Understood.
Now, does this, in this context, does this mean that you have seen the 30-minute video from the previous meeting?
I have not.
Okay,
This was
you
given to
have
me
not.
through word of mouth.
Okay. So you were notified, and you were notified of this information before yesterday's recruiting?
I was not.
So this was afterwards that you were notified of this information.
This is correct.
Okay. So in your case, Gage, I'm going to say this as a just as a reminder, not as a verbal warning, that for further times, if you were to join in an activity, unless it is like direly important IRL, oh my gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom, or anything else, try to stick through as much as you possibly can through the scheduled activity if you are to participate, and if you are able to participate. Is that understood?
Understood.
Thank you, and you are dismissed.
I'm staying in the party in the game. I'm just going to go AFK over here.
Okay, that's fine. So Spartan, you, on the other hand, did know better, and you did know what the standard is. Plus, you have been with us for a very long time, and I'd like to hear why you had left in the middle of a recruitment session.
I had previous plans with another member that would be Gage. Um,
Oh,
we had planned on just getting on Xbox and just talking about the results of the election at the time. And
gotcha.
then I had noticed, oh God, we're doing a recruitment. Guess I better at least kind of show up for this. And with it being the new season, the new game mode having been released, I was hoping that we were going to play that. I did not know that we were going to do big team battle until we had too many people in the fire team.
So the purpose of the big team battle is to get as many people as possible, because what Ezra wants us to do is go into big team battle and do things in the old school ways, where we go in, we play like 4, 5 matches, and then we just message everybody in our recently played list. and we, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and then wait a little bit, copy paste, or maybe switch it up a little bit here and there so that the Microsoft spam bot doesn't try to flag you for spam or whatever. And as well as the Xbox app is a beautiful thing for doing messages like that. Um, and this is how Ezra has been wanting people to do recruiting for Halo Infinite, and this is how things are to be done. On the other note, Odd, you're on LOA. Why are you participating in clan activities?
Because I try to appear when I can.
So, I don't know if you and I had discussed this in the previous meeting, but I'm going to discuss this with you here now. Because, and this goes for leadership as well as anybody else. Unless it's meetings, generalized clan activities for recruiting and everything else, if you are an LOA, you shouldn't be showing up. Because if you are showing up, that's telling us that you are able to be there and that you're not on LOA. Being on LOA is telling us that we should not be inviting you for clan activities and that, we should only just kind of being like, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? Do you need anything from us?
I do remember having tried to reach out to you feeling like I do not deserve the LOA tags, that I had originally not asked for them, but I had tried talking to FOTUS about my current situation, and just, I believe there was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
And
Because I do
I
remember
am a
briefly.
unemployed 26-year-old man living in his parents' basement. Obviously, I have the time to be.
Right.
There's no excuse.
So, well, and the only reason I say that is because in the Discord you do have the LOA tags. Um, I very vaguely remember that conversation with you, which is also why we're doing this recorded this way.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
May I interject real quick?
yeah.
The whole entire unemployed thing just came back, and for the last 3 months, I have been. For the last 3 months, I had been working at a job that had been making me work during times that the events would be happening.
Okay.
So in
Which is
part, it
fine.
it did have its own reasoning.
Okay. So then, for the record, from this point going forward, do you feel like the LOA tags are needed?
I did not think they were needed in the first place.
Okay. Who gave you those LOA tags?
I
Do you
don't
know?
know.
The
I do
only
not.
thing that I can think of that would have given you those LOA tags is Ezra. Because
Yes,
if
and
you had
that's why
talked to
I'm.
him about like all your struggles and everything else, I can see him giving him you giving pardon my French, him giving you those LOA tags. So I
Yes.
will right now, as we speak, remove those LOA tags. Boom, boom, boom. Before we go one step further, excuse me. So much purple. One on Spartan.
Here, I can talk in the chat real quick.
Manage. No, I got it. I already found you. I have vast ways of finding people. Cool. You have been taken
So,
off of LOA. Now, do keep in mind, with being off of LOA, If you're online, and as stated in the previous meeting, if you're on and you're playing a game, even if it's with another FOTUS member, you both should then be participating in said activity. We are also keeping notes of who is showing up and who is not. And if you are to show up, you will show up for the full training session and or recruitment session. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for you, Odd Spartan, and because of the confusion, I... You know what?
Sir,
I
before
got...
you,
I got a...
before you,
What's up?
I do feel like one other part was not mentioned because I did feel it was necessary to mention it.
What's
Is
that?
my reasoning for leaving yesterday wasn't just because I had plans with Gage. We would have stayed all the way through if I personally had not lost my temp Halo.
Oh?
I'm yeah, I've been having my own struggles with Halo Infinite as of late, and the big team battle just frustrated them. Um,
I'm in the same boat, honestly. Halo Infinite is one of those games that just puts me to the point of anger, and I don't really enjoy playing it very much other than Firefight and maybe the
I used to
campaign.
love Infinite. I now want to break my controller every damn time I play it,
I
especially
felt
with
that.
big team battle.
So, in other words, you personally had left
Then
because
I
you had
took Gage with
felt
me.
so right because you and Gage were talking. Now the thing is, did you notify
No,
Spectre of this?
I didn't talk to
Okay,
anybody because I didn't want to talk to anybody.
understandable, but a minimum communication is required.
I understand.
Being, um, hey, I need to step away is literally like the absolute bare minimum. You know, sending us a message on Discord or an Xbox, and then explaining when you're in a better mindset. Because we here in FOTUS, we understand, the need for, mental stability and everything else. And if a game is putting you to the point of anger and you need to step away with another FOTUS member, that is understandable. Now, Spectre, is this all information that he is providing accurate?
It is accurate.
Okay. So I will not be giving out any warnings or any form of punishment to anybody due to the circumstances. Um, Also, Spectre. Odd Spartan and Spectre switch. Spectre. On another note, I understand the conversation I just had with One Odd about LOA, but at the same time, you should be checking who's on LOA from the start. You should have a list of everyone who's on LOA that so when you invite people, you can see, all right, don't invite this one, don't invite this one, don't invite this one, because those who are on LOA are dealing with their own, struggles right now. Their own mental struggles, whatever. We don't always go into full details on it, but we do try to make sure that we communicate with those people as much as we possibly can. So if people aren't showing up for a long period of time and they're still on LOA, for like say a month, we message them out and we reach out to them. Right? Because people end up on LOA for a reason. So, for further recruitment and or training sessions, make sure that we're double checking who's on LOA and who's not on LOA. Because if there's someone on the game, we need to make sure we're documenting who's online and ignoring, and who's online and on LOA. Is that understood?
Understood.
Okay. You can go back to your seat. Um, does anybody have any questions, comments that they'd like to bring up at this time?
Can I make a little, just because I feel like I was just informed in this role that this recruitment, especially acknowledging that it's an older style of recruitment, like maybe a suggestion, and it can be said into nothing, but I just feel like I'd love to say it on record.
So, you're just asking
If I can
for?
say a suggestion or like something,
Yeah,
like a
absolutely.
comment about
Yeah,
the recruiting method.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Because I know, like I've been in the clan game since like Reach.
Mhm.
And like I remember this is what we used to do all the time. We used to go into big team battles, invite everybody, and that's kind of like the only way you could do it back then. And then Halo 5 kind of transitioned to that, opening up a custom game and going in and messing around with somebody's custom game map. And then Infinite, we didn't have custom game browser for a while, so I think we kind of went back to the other way. And then I feel like, and this is my opinion, and I understand if it's denied because it's coming straight from FOTUS, and if this is the way he wants to do it, it's his clan, whatever. But I feel like giving members the not freedom but flexibility to choose the way they would want to recruit might invite more
Mhm.
members to participate in it.
So,
So wait, let me just get
nope.
through it
Yep.
before you
Yep.
comment. Because like for example, today was or that day was one an
Yesterday.
election day. Sorry, the fifth was one an election day, two the beginning of a brand new season, and I think
Right.
if hypothetically if we were allowed to go into a custom game and do recruiting that way, one you could play around with the new toys in Forge. Two, you could watch the election at your own pace if you wanted to. And I know if I were given the choice to participate in recruitment, I would have chosen to do it that way. And I acknowledge that that's not what FOTUS wants, but maybe if that's what he wants to give people the flexibility to try different kinds of recruitment, it might invite more people to participate.
Okay. Now,
May I make a
denied.
permission to speak?
So there's a there's quite a bit that I can say with all that, and the biggest part is, for one, I love your idea. It's great. It's unique. I'm all for it. The second part is that the key part of that sentence is what Ezra wants. The thing is, everybody
Absolutely.
has their own recruiting styles, and I'm going to say this for everybody here and for the record that you can recruit however you would like, whatever you feel like is efficient. Like, if put yourself into the shoes of the person that you're recruiting, what would you want to see in a recruitment message or, for a recruitment session? You know, you can do it in any fashion. We are not necessarily trying to hold people down in ways on how we want recruiting done. We just would like more recruiting to happen. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so, for instance, if you want to do that idea that you just had, but instead of, like, for example, the election, maybe football,
Exactly. Yeah, that was just an example.
because you could have like a whole like open lobby for oddball, and having different teams, and having the colors be the different football teams. I don't know. I'm just coming up with random stuff out of my ass now.
Sure. Yeah, we could use any
um,
example.
but um, for me personally, I always used the looking for group posts.
I think
I
that's a
always
great way
found
too.
those to be most efficient personally, and Ezra and I are a little at odds with that. I mean, heck, maybe even doing both, doing the um, why am I drawing a blank? The looking for group posts and messaging people at the same time, so that way you're getting two separate audiences that you can be able to attract, and then making a unique way of trying to recruit somebody in a message. You know, if and again going back to that whole census of putting yourself as the new member, what would you want to see in a recruitment message? And this is the biggest thing that we do for when we, especially when we teach our leadership, when we go over all these details of what is recruiting, how we recruit, why we recruit, and everything. The biggest point of all of it is do it the way you want to. Ezra does these things in these ways because he is testing every single one of you. And right now, he is testing every single one of us. He wants to know that we can be able to handle the things that he has put in place before us in the way that we can see as the best possible outcome. He's a tricky fellow. Any other questions? This is a very good one. Thank you.
That's it.
Nothing else?
BTS.
Granted.
I believe Spectre had something to say. It's really
Oh,
funny
yes.
asking for permission for somebody else.
Oh.
I didn't have anything to say.
T.
I believe he did try to step in and say something, but I was trying to make my full response
yeah.
to Cool Man.
We are getting. Actually, I don't know if I can say that quite yet.
Does this have to do with reclaiming anything?
Not necessarily.
If it has anything to do with that topic, no.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
While he's trying to remember it, can I?
Oh, recruitment map. Yeah, we're allowed to talk about maps.
Okay, so I'm at some point I started working on a recruitment map, and I
Okay.
want to make that a way that we can actually recruit.
Okay. I'm all game for it. And, you know, as I said before, doesn't matter how it's done as long as it gets done. We'd like to see more people recruiting in their own styles. And I don't think he emphasizes that enough. He tries to let the people that actually want to do it. But at the same time, I don't think he understands that literally everybody in here wants to do more. Because I've known Cool Man for a while. I've actually known all of you for quite a while. So, and I know each one of you has a drive to do something here in FOTUS. And the thing is that we in leadership are wanting to give you guys the tools to succeed. So if you guys need more recruitment tools, if you guys need more, you know, anything else, if you guys feel like you need permission for something, absolutely ask us. We are not like, you know, trying to make a deal with the devil. We will give you a straight answer. You know, and we're not that scary. We're very cuddly, and we give hugs.
Well,
Any other questions?
None here.
Nothing else?
Gage effectively covered everything that I wanted to talk about recruiting.
Perfect.
And then some.
Yeah, I'm a gamer.
Perfect.
Just make sure if you do leave, make sure to tell the person that is doing the activity what's going on.
I did
And I'll
go
take
over that,
this
Doge. Thank
opportunity
you.
to apologize.
Yeah,
Spectre,
same. Sorry about that.
sorry we left without saying anything.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
kind of messed up.
It was all right, and no harm done.
Cool. I will take that as the, I guess, formal apology. I cannot believe I actually forgot that part. Thank you, Doge. All right. And with that all being said, we will go ahead and crouch down, look at the ground for the end of game procedure. I know Spectre is the game host. Please end the game. And then once the game is ended, I will end the recording.
Victory!
Part of the routine. You have to.
They know that.
Oh no! Sorry, my bad.
FOTUS!